The AccuPlacer placement tests and other placement assessments are used by colleges and universities to determine if a student is ready for a college-level course or if taking a developmental course first would be beneficial for the student. These placement tests are not required by schools if the student already has an ACT or SAT score that can be used to determine placement. We here at the Educational Opportunity Center at the Center for Academic Enrichment and Outreach at UNLV can help you register for these type of assessments and help prepare you for them. But first, let's take a look at what these placement tests consist of. There are AccuPlacer placement tests for English and math. In addition, if English is not a person's first language, they may be asked to take one or more of the AccuPlacer placement tests for English language learners. However, some schools do not use the AccuPlacer math test and English language learners test to place students into courses and instead use a different type of placement assessment. So it is best to check with your school to see what type of placement assessment they use. The AccuPlacer English placement test consists of two sections, a reading and a writing section. The reading section is multiple choice and assesses reading comprehension. In this section, the test taker is asked to read passages that range in length, content, and complexity. Then, the test taker answers questions that assess the person's ability to derive meaning from the passages and determine meaning of words and phrases. The writing section assesses the test taker's ability to write effectively. The test taker is asked to write a 300 to 600 word essay based on an assigned prompt. The essay will then be graded based on 6 criteria: purpose and focus, organization and structure, development and support, sentence variety and style, mechanical conventions, and critical thinking. As mentioned earlier, some schools use the AccuPlacer math test to place students into math courses, while other schools use a different type of placement assessment. So it is best to check with your school to see which one they use. At the University of Nevada, Las Vegas and College of Southern Nevada, the ALEX Math Placement Assessment is used. This online assessment is open response and asks up to 30 questions to adapt to your knowledge of mathematics. The assessment questions cover anything from pre-algebra through pre-calculus. First, a person will take the initial ALEX assessment. After that, ALEX will provide them with customized learning modules based on how they performed in the initial assessment. After completing these modules, the person will then be able to retake the assessment up to 2 more times. To sign up for any of these placement assessments and to find out which assessment you need to take, contact your school's test center or academic advising center or department, or visit their websites. In the description of this video, you will find some helpful links to do this. Most placement assessments can be done online, but contact your school to double check how they administer these tests and what technology equipment you will need. You can also get help with registering and preparing for these placement assessments by contacting our team at the Educational Opportunity Center at UNLV. We offer free services such as an online program to prepare you for the AccuPlacer placement tests and can help answer questions you may have about these placement assessments.